أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذو العصف والريحان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار وخلق الجان من مارج من نار فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان رب المشرقين ورب المغربين فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
Distinguished guests, respected university leaders, faculty members, industry partners, our brilliant students from college and schools, and all members of the engineering community. On behalf of the engineering department of UTAS Chinas, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to STEP 2025, a step towards endurable partnership under the inspiring theme, Shaping Sustainable Engineering Academics. We are especially grateful for the presence of our guest of honor, Engineer Mohammed Al-Makhmari, General Manager of Project Execution at Nama Water Services, and our dignitaries and participants whose participation adds prestige to this event. Today's gathering is more than an event. It is a platform that unites generations, from young schools innovators to experienced industry professionals, each bringing a unique perspective to shared goal-building sustainable future. Our tagline, Bridging Generations to Build Tomorrow's Engineers, beautifully captures the spirit of connection and mentorship. It reminds us that the future of engineering is not only in technology, but in the collective wisdom and collaboration between people, the young, the experienced, and the visionary. To formally commence with our event, may I now have the honor of inviting Dr. Nader Al-Shibli, Head of Engineering and Technology Department, to deliver the STEP welcoming address and share his insights on the significance of this gathering.
السلام عليكم. 5 دقائق إن شاء الله ما بنطول أكثر. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Distinguished guest of honor, Mr. Mohammed bin Harb al-Makhmari, General Project Manager at Nama Water Services. Honored guests, respected colleagues, and dear students, peace be upon you all. On behalf of the University of Technology and Applied Sciences, Shinas, it gives me a great joy and pride to welcome you all to STEP 2025. STEP is where ideas connect, innovation grows, and partnerships takes shape every 2 years right here in Shinas. Since it started in 2015, STEP has become a symbol of progress, building strong bridges between academia, industry, and community. Each edition bridges new voices and partnership and new energy, all unite by one purpose: to prepare engineers who will lead a sustainable and forward-looking Oman. This year's program is backed with creativity and collaboration, featuring the case challenges, panel discussion, interactive workshops, and student project exhibition. Each activity is designed to spark ideas, inspire teamwork, and turn challenges into opportunities for real progress. I extend my sincere appreciation to our guest of honor, Mr. Mohammed bin Harb al-Makhmari, for his wholehearted presence, and to our valued partners and sponsors, especially Nama Water Services and Shinas Port, for their trust and continuous support. To our dedicated faculty and our talented students and our esteemed guests, thank you for being a part of this journey. Together, we continue to build a future where engineers stand for innovation, sustainability, and positive change. Thank you all, and once again, welcome to STEP 2025.
Before we proceed further, let us take a moment to reflect on the vision that brings us all here today. We now present a short video titled Shaping a Sustainable Future Together, a glimpse into how innovation, education, and collaboration are paving the way toward a more sustainable tomorrow.
تبدأ الحكاية بفكرة تظهر كوميض عابر، ثم تتحول إلى سؤال يبحث عن معنى. ومع هذا السؤال تبدأ رحلة التقصي، قراءة، بحث، وتعمق في التفاصيل التي تخفي بداخلها بذور الحل. وفي الجامعة وجدت البيئة التي تؤمن بالأفكار، حيث يمكن للفكرة البسيطة أن تتحول إلى مشروع مستدام يخدم المجتمع. وفي كل حركة قصة كفاح تروى، وفي كل شرارة تتطاير من الحديد يسطع نور الأمل في الغد. الاجتهاد هو باب يطرق أبواب المعرفة بعرق جبينه، يصقل الحديد ليصقل نفسه، ويهذب المعدن ليهذب روحه. بين الأسلاك والكهرباء نتعلم أن القوة لا تقاس بالتيار وحده، بل تقاس بالعزيمة التي لا تنطفئ. وهنا لا نرسم خطوطاً فارغة، بل خطوطاً هندسية، ولكنها في الحقيقة خطوط نحو المستقبل. هكذا يولد الإبداع، وهكذا يصنع الإنسان الذي لا يعرف المستحيل. حتى يأتي اليوم الذي تقف فيه كمشروع هندسي مستدام، مشروع يحمل رؤية واضحة ويقدم حلاً جديداً، ويعكس رحلة تطور طويلة قادتها العزيمة والبحث والعمل الجاد. نصنع غداً مستدام بطاقة شبابنا.
We now move to one of the key highlights of STEP 2025, our panel discussion titled Expectations and Reality, Engineering Academics to Industries. The session brings together voices from across generations, engineering students, academics, Ministry of Education representative, and industry professionals to share insights on bridging the gap between education and industry and shaping a more sustainable future for engineering. Please join me in welcoming our panelists. Ms. Maha Al-Umairi, Engineering Students Representative from UTAS Shinas. Engineer Badr Al-Ma'wali, Industry Professional from Anama Water Services. Professor Raja Mohan, Academic Representative. Mr. Saeed Al-Amri, Ministry of Education Representative. And our moderator for this session, Mr. Abdullah Al-Balushi. Let's give them a warm round of applause as they begin today's discussion.
Welcome everyone to STEP 2025. Today we are exploring how different generations from schools, industries, and universities can help shape a sustainable future. So let's have a quick start. Can you please all share who you are and what sustainability personally means to you?
سيد العمري school headmaster, a bit not far from the college, Ka'b bin Malik School, to the north side of Shinas. Great honor of being in UTAS. First time, hope not last time. Sustainability is a powerful word.
Assalamu alaikum. A very good afternoon, dear audience. Professor Raj Mohan Natarajan, Assistant Dean, Faculty of Engineering, Sohar University. So I'm the sustainability focal point at Sohar University, and all what I do in teaching, research, or community engagement is fully related to sustainability. Sustainability is everything.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بدر المعولي, Project HSC Manager from Nama Water Services. For me, the sustainability is an investment for future generations.
I am Mahal Amiri, UTAS bachelor student from UTAS Shinas. For me, sustainability, it's about replacing the items and choose more eco-friendly options. And for us students, we play a big role here on a campus because we influence each other easily. For example, like inviting in volunteer events, or tell our friends to use less plastic, or use digital notes instead of papers.
Okay, I would like to ask you all this question. So, what does bridging generations really mean? So, when we talk about bridging generations, what comes into your mind? We'll start with Mr. Saeed.
Yeah, it's like a punishment, being very near from the moderator. Anyway, yes, thank you very much again for such invitation. Bridging the gap is really a big topic. As you know, some linguistics talked about those who born from 1980s to 2000, they call them millennials. And what does millennials mean? Means those who born on that period, and they live the life of being without technology and with technology. But those who born after 2000, they missed that life of 20 years. So in terms of educational sectors, we can see it directly that we try our best to bridge that gap. We try our best as well to inform, to convey the message to students that sustainable is very important. Schools are a bit different from universities in terms of topics. We focus more on the content, but in university they focus on the action, on the application itself. So students in the schools, they are, we can expect that they are ready in terms of information. So they are ready. They know what does sustainable mean. They know how to use some projects because it's a way of sustainability, but they don't work on these projects. One more thing, you saw all the exhibition, you saw some projects. In schools, we are paying more attention on these projects because we do have annual competition between the schools. You can't believe it. Sometimes we reach more than 200 projects in the region itself. So all of these carry different topics and different titles. I think we've also, the guys here from Liwa Center, they can share this one. Every single year we do have a title. So I can remember that we had a title of how to use hydrogen, the green hydrogen. So students from the early age, they know what green hydrogen, how to use it, the way of usages, how can we build projects using green hydrogens. So just to close that point, so students in terms of information, they have the word sustainability. So this is the bridging, what can we say, what the bridging items that we can convey to students.
Dr. Raj?
So to make it a bit clear, as he said, from the school's perspective, bridging the gap, in my opinion, is how do you connect ourselves to the current generation? So it's like how do we adapt ourselves to take the points on sustainability to the floor? What we observe, what we call as the millennial or Gen Z, as you call, the modern learners are digitally very fluent. They are advanced. I have to admit, some of the students are advanced than teachers in terms of their digital literacy. So we have to take it in the right way, in an approachable and in the friendly way. So adapting new technologies, bringing AI tools to convey what we wanted to do is going to be something very, very crucial. We need to evolve the way we educate them. So to bridge the gap with the current generation, it is going to be technology embracing, which is going to help. At school level, we have a different requirement. At university levels, we have to be very modern to tailor-made our content to their liking. The current generation learners, they are lovers of artificial intelligence.
Actually, the real example of, sustainability and bridging the gaps between two generations, it's what we living today. It's the steps. This is the real example. Now we are seeing the students from the schools. They're having, a great, ideas. We're having, a graduation, projects. We're having from industry, the company. So we are, linking between the theoretical things and for future and practical when you are in on the business market. Doing the right to the people, to the environment, and sustain what you have now. And it's really from if you, digging gap, or you can't, notice these things in our Holy Quran. There is a lot of, areas mentioned that you have, to sustain the resources for future, generations.
I agree for all that bridging generation is creating space between young people and professionals to learn from each other. So like today's step, we invite many people from schools, from industry, from university. So we learn from each other.
Maha, since you are the youngest in the panel, I know that there are some stereotypes amongst young and unexperienced workers and maybe students. How can we break those stereotypes?
We can break stereotype by collaboration between, for example, industry and universities.
Okay. Dr. Engineer Badr, now I will start with you because we started with Saeed previously. Step 2025 is all about connecting education with the real world, industry, and community. So let's talk about academia industry partnerships. How can we make them work?
Actually, to be honest, now we are, as industrial, we are struggling a little bit when we have the fresh graduates. All what they study is theoreticals. They miss a lot of competencies like the soft skills, and what you gain it in a week, let's say, in on-job trainings, it's equal to the years of studying in a college or in a university. So by having these programs, internships, nowadays we're having a full program in oil and gas sectors. There is an society called OPAL. They are building a comprehensive program to utilize or to bring those fresh graduates, injecting them in the field, in the companies, to having technical, experience as well as the soft skills. When we, doing these programs, that you will shape those, fresh graduate as per your need. So you will teach them what you want based on your standards, based on your specifications, based on your, style of, work. So at the end, you will, fill that gap. Now we're having, shortage, for example, in different areas on the market. One of them, the HSC field. So we built this program so we can, attract those fresh graduate, build their, competencies, and it's a win-win, situations.
Yes. Yes. Dr. Raj, can we address this from an academia perspective?
So I fully address with what Engineer Badr has said. That there is a gap, we know that. But at the same side, we have mechanisms to bridge these gaps. All universities, whoever who are under Mohri, Oman, we do have a clearly advised procedure and approach. Where do we get the stakeholders' input? The biggest stakeholders for all universities are industries. They are the graduate destinations. So we should do what they want. So that's the point, to keep it simple. So we do have mechanisms like advisory boards. We have in place advisory boards where industrial engineers are members of the advisory boards, where we take inputs on curriculum development. It needs to be intensified. As Engineer Badr said, he find gaps in soft skills. That's other part of the discussion. Let me talk to you about the technical skills. So the curriculum, the program plan, or the program structure, the content, all needs to be aligned to the job market. So industry input drives us way forward. Coming to the soft skills need not be enlightened only through academia or your institutions. It has to be done through co-curricular and extracurricular activities. Soft skills are respected more or equally important to technical skills. Of course, the responsibility lies on the student side and of course on the teacher side. We need to provide them more opportunities to improve their soft skills.
Dr. Raj, I'm interested, why is it difficult to align the curriculum with the training needs?
Curriculum and training needs are expected to be aligned in certain areas of interest, because for every curriculum you have a benchmarked plan. UTAS, of all branches of UTAS, you have a uniform curriculum. So if a Sohar industry prefers a curriculum which is more tailor-made for Sohar, you can't implement it at Shina's institution. It is uniform already, because most of the universities we have the same. Yes. But of course the flexibility is there whenever you have summer trainings, you have problem-based learning, project-based learning, where you inculcate the industry needs into your curriculum selectively.
Yes.
And the priorities will change. If Oman focuses on manufacturing for next 10 years, maybe the future could be something different. So we can't change the curriculum once in 5 years. Of course, we will find ways and means to embed it.
Yes, yes. Mr. Saeed, what about young learners? Are they exposed enough to the industry? I think it's on.
That's okay. For the young learners, as we said, that we don't have a tailored program for students. As Professor Raj said, UTAS colleges, they have the same curriculum. We do have more than 2,000 schools following the same curriculum approaches, because we do have pitch markers. But tailoring programs for young learners, which we are not allowed to at all, but what we trying to do is to pump students with information, with a clear word of pumping. So this is the thing that we have to do with students. Students, in some ways, they will choose their majors for future. They will be very selective. They will be deciding in which way they have to follow. Unfortunately, school students, they don't have or they have lack of exposure in terms of sustainable. The only thing that we try our students to put them in is to be a part of competitions, is to be a part of workshops, is to be a part of some lectures like this. But unfortunately, as I said before, we don't have a tailored program for those guys. How many students we have here? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. How many? More than 10. Do you know what does sustainable or sustainability mean? Yeah, let me hear strong yes. Let me hear. Do you know what does it mean? Yes, they know the meaning of sustainability, and we are trying our best to put them on the way to put or to use their skills to make an output like projects, seminars, or whatever things. But we can agree that we do have lack of exposure, moderator. We do have a very lack of exposure.
Interesting. Maha, I believe you've finished your training, right?
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell us about how can we make the partnerships between academic institutions and the industry work?
Okay, actually, I work in several projects, but in my training projects, I work to replace the normal manual water screen with traveling water screen. So this will help to save the water creature and save the water quality.
Okay. So let's move to the next point. Dr. Raj, you mentioned AI and new tools. As we know that technology is evolving very, very fast. How can new tools like AI, as you mentioned, and smart sensors, for example, help shape or build a sustainable future?
So maybe my answer will be more towards an academic viewpoint. The using of AI tools we can adopt two approaches. Either you use AI tool to enhance teaching and learning. It's a teaching tool. You can make your teaching more effective by embedding AI tools. The second half of the approach, or the other approach, is use AI tool as it is as a learning tool. Both things can be done. Now the teaching experience has gone to a new level. Embracing AI tools, part of our pedagogy. We need to change the way we teach. Chalk and talk are done. Now the world is about smart classrooms, smart boards, virtual classrooms, distance learning. So we have a new teaching approach evolving. The other side of AI is related to every field of study. Either it is science, engineering, humanities, business. Especially for engineering, AI is available for a variety of specializations. You call it for civil engineering, mechanical, electrical, chemical. In every field you have got simulation tools, softwares, virtual instrumentation, and many of the projects displayed here, they have used smart sensors. Smart sensors have been used for monitoring, control, for taking actions. So AI's presence is everywhere. And with Industry 4.0, which talks about digital engineering, smart manufacturing, AI is going to rule the world. We need to adapt ourselves to embrace AI in both in teaching methods and to use it as a learning tool.
Inspiring. Maha, can you add anything to Dr. Raj's talk?
For AI, we can use by inserting sensors. So it tells us when the classes are empty. Or we can use for waste management to tell when the bins are empty or full, and the best way to remove the trash. So this way, it's keep the campus cleaner and greener.
Are these ways already implemented, or these are ideas?
Some of them, yes, but not here.
Okay, let's hear it from Engineer Bedr. How can you think technology will improve sustainability?
Actually, we are in Nama Water. We're having a lot of applications that we are using the new technologies and AI. I will mention a few of them. We're having a system called SCADA. It's monitoring and controlling all the, water and wastewater, networks, transmission lines, reservoirs. So from the control room, you can manage or control all the, the water network. There is a sensor that you can detect, the flow, the velocities, the pH, and all the, the readings from the field. This is one application. So also we're having an, CCTV cameras in HSC field. We install it in one of our sites in order, to instead to sending, people to inspect that site. It's by those cameras, it can detect any unsafe act, unsafe condition, and it's reported directly to our or to the the responsible persons. There is also another applications called introducing the VRs to doing the real trainings from the fields. Again, instead to sending all those peoples to the institutes, you can design a full program by doing the VR. Also, we having related to the sustainability, we're using drones to detect the water loss and water leakage. Instead to invest and to excavate and build the network. By using those drones, you can detect where is the the leakage, so you will save a lot of time and cost.
Mr. Badr, you said cameras can detect any problem. Is it done by AI or manually?
No, it's by firstly you will give that softwares a data.
Okay.
If you detect those, for example, a person is not wearing, for example, helmet or harness. So by default, if any person detected doing this act, it will send it directly to the systems.
Yes. Okay. Mr. Saeed, can you add to that?
To the AI?
Technology in general. Okay. How can it improve sustainability?
In terms of AI and technology, of course, students are using that one to solve their homeworks, maybe. Teachers can agree on that. But yeah, we do have AI and technologies in the schools, especially in the recent decades, the Ministry of Education is trying their best to implement AI in schools and in websites. Last year, we've reached for the ministry launched their Noor platform, which connect schools, teachers, students, parents, supervisors, every single one in one platform, which make it a bit easier for us. Even make it easier to teachers to share their preparation. Professor. So instead of making your own preparation, you can copy it from the ready-made preparation, so to make it a bit easier. So, and this is the thing we have to look for. If AI makes our life easier, this is the truly use of AI. But if AI makes our life difficult, yes, we're not going to the AI. I've been in discussion with Lamia this morning about AI. I said, I'm one of the guys that don't like my students, especially in early ages, to use AI. Because there is one important point which we haven't discovered till now, that we get students from grade 1 to grade 4, we get to the students to our schools in grade 5, we've noticed that those students, they can't read and write because their teachers in previous years, they use AI, they use smart boards, and the only thing they use, they move the ship to the sea and the sea to the ship. And it's not the kind of movements, the kind of how to those students to read, to depend on themselves first. AI is good for university students and students, but with controlled way, a very controlled. And so that's why we have to raise the awareness of AI restrictions. Might be helpful for university students, but not for school students. But yes, we have a very long way on that one.
So, Mr. Saeed, you are saying it's more efficient to copy your homework than to write it yourself? I don't think
Very
that's what you
embarrassed. But
said.
anyway, it's not the word copy. It's not the word copy, but of course we can, as teachers, yeah, I can remember maybe years before, one of the students copied a research, and the full research wasn't in English. It was in French language. Very poor guy. He gave it to us, but in French. Said, "Come on." So this is the problem. We can copy, we can use, but with restrictions.
Yes. Dr. Raj, you know, engineering is not just about machines and structures, it's also about people. So how can we make sure that our work about sustainability benefits the community?
So let me put it straightforward. As we say, like anything we do, either in academia or in industry, it is aimed to serve the society. They have an economic perspective, we have a service perspective. Clear. So teaching, research or community engagement should be highly embedded towards community engagement. So as I always like the word, research for industry and research is not for library. I put it straightforward. We do a lot of activities. We do claim them as research novel ideas. Where they end up, either a journal article, your master thesis, your PhD thesis, they go to your library. The current need is research for the market, research for industry, research for society. So anything we do, this is where we have a very clear framework in Oman 2040 vision, Oman 2050 net zero. We have a very clear roadmap ahead of us. And on this roadmap is aimed to serve Oman. It is aimed to serve the society. So as academia, industry, schools, we all align towards the national priorities. When we align our goals towards national priorities, we serve the community and the purpose is solved.
Yes. Engineer Badr, how can industry projects serve the community?
Let's start it from the top, actually. The Oman, 2040 visions, a lot of areas, touching, this topic. So by default, all the industrial companies, they have to having this clear, vision in line with the Oman visions. For example, in Nama, we inject or having those in our contracts, the ICV, the CSRs, Omanizations. All of those are, area of sustain the services. What you are doing, it's helping the people, helping the community.
Yes. Maha, can you add to that from a student's perspective?
Okay, so engineering isn't about only structure, it's about people. So when we use our experience and skills to learning others, it's benefits to society. For example, today workshop that we done by many students, it's benefits for the all peoples, schools and other peoples.
Mr. Saeed, when it comes to sustainability, how can the school help the community?
Yes. As we said before, we raised the awareness of sustainability in schools, and we have to prepare this generation for sustainable projects. I think we do have a top-down policy here in the educational sector, and we have to tailor a program which focus on sustainable projects and sustainable things. And as I said, we have to prepare such generation for that.
Yeah, exactly. Engineer Badr, this is our last. So this is the last question. What do you think what skills do future engineers need to have, and how can we keep mentorship alive between all generations?
Actually, we have to, before building any our firming any, studying programs, you have to conduct a gap assessment. What's, the market's needs. So based on market needs, you will, design your programs in the schools or on the universities. So based on that, you will have a direct or a clear plan to those students, either from the school or from the universities. At the end, they will, graduate and they will find, an area, to build and sustain their what they studied in the school or on the universities.
Dr. Raj, what do you think skills are important for future engineers?
So like as we get feedback from the industries, what they look for, and they are the drivers for what we need to do at academia. As I hear from many of the experts, including Engineer Badar, soft skills have taken a lead nowadays more than technical skills. So communication skills, collaboration and team working skills are going to be more and more important in the days to come. So we need to educate them either through curriculum or co-curricular or extracurricular activities. It is through design centers, design studios. So you have student clubs, this type of activities. We need to give them more opportunities. This is where evolving universities, we call the modern universities. The students like to stay most of the times outside the classrooms, but they get all the skills what they are expected to get. So the learning happens in every square meter of the campus, not necessarily inside a laboratory or a classroom.
Okay. Mr. Said, what about young learners? What skills do you prepare them to be future engineers?
Yeah. As we said, first of all, we have to engage those students in different workshops and also let them join different projects, first of all. And the career development is very important nowadays, and we have to bring their minds to such information about engineers and what the benefits of being as an engineer and lots of things. So we, in the education, we have a career development guidance which can help students in terms of posters, and in terms of also media programs, media videos and whatever. So yes, the ministry is trying their best to convey that information to the students.
Maha, as an engineering student, what skills do you think you need for the future?
I think there are three skills: digital skills, teamwork, and creativity. So all these are important for the students, so they can solve any issue that will face in the future.
Okay, thank you everyone for your inspiring discussion. We have seen that sustainability isn't just an engineering thing. So we have seen that sustainability is a shared mission across all generations, from classroom to industry, and from ideas to impact. Together working to shape a truly sustainable Oman. Before we close though, I would like to open the floor for questions from the audience. So if anybody has any question for any of our panelists, please raise your hand and our team will give you a microphone. Guys, we have a question there. Okay, that's fine.
We have one dilemma, one struggle between industry and university. And the main problem is the fast developing industry and slow changing the curriculum activity. So always industry demand equipping students graduate with specific, very detailed information, or very specific, which is related to the current situation of industry, where academia, they have no process, building process of changing curricula according to the current situation. So I need a comment from the industry and the academia regarding this.
Okay, so I believe this question is addressed to Dr. Raj and Engineer Beta.
So your question is straightforward, and we do know, all of us, we know this challenge. Of course, the demands or the emerging fields will be increasing, but that does not require the curriculum to be changed every year. You graduate with a mechanical different, your brother in mechanical engineering will study a different plan. So that's not the objective. But we need to have that flexibility. I like that idea. The flexibility comes from what I call PBL. PBL is problem-based learning or project-based learning. So any of the courses, you always have a flexible component where you can adapt your curriculum to the current needs. It could be a project which is an extension, and interdisciplinarity and multidisciplinarity is going to be the future. Even though you are a mechanical engineer, for example, by profession, but you will be using electrical engineering skills, civil engineering skills, sustainability skills, project management skills. Let us be open, and we try to make it open to take it more collaborative and interdisciplinary. So at least some part of the tasks will address what you need.
Engineer Badr, do you agree with the statement?
Yes. Actually, we have to, fill these gaps between the industrial needs and what we are, designing and programming our, studies. This is one of our, area that we are working on. On-job trainings, it's, helping a lot to those peoples, to translate what they, getting during their studies in what the field or those companies are, needed.
Okay, do we have another question? And okay, so thank you very much. Thank you for your question, and thank you everybody for being here. Let's put your hands together again to our panelists. Thank you very much for keeping this session so engaging and interactive, and we hope this discussion encourages more collaboration between industries, universities, and school. And our main goal is to shape a more sustainable Oman in the future. Thank you very much.
We now move to one of the most inspiring parts of today's program, the STEP Talk, Voices of Change. In this segment, we will hear real stories of success, hard work, and impact from a distinguished alumni who has transformed idea into actions and challenges into opportunities. Their journey reminds us that the engineering is not only about solving problems, but also about shaping lives and building a sustainable future. Let's give a big round of applause to Anwar El-Baymani, CEO of Qusur, and Anwar Rashid Al-Muqbali, COO of Qusur.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. في البداية أحب أعرف عن نفسي. معكم أنور بن أحمد بن ناصر البيماني. أنا الرئيس التنفيذي لشركة قشور الطلابية. طبعا خلونا أخبركم مثل ما يقولوا نرجع بالزمن إلى 2019. طبعا هي كانت انطلاقة وبداية شركة قشور الطلابية. كانت عبارة عن فكرة على ورق، وكانت تعتبر بحث علمي اشتغلنا فيها أنا وأختي، كانت هي هندسة كيميائية. فبدورها قدرنا أن نبدي هذه الفكرة. فمن 2019 بدينا فكرة شركة قشور.
Hello everyone, my name is Anwar Rashid Al Maqbali, COO from the Before anything, let's them talk about Anwar. Let's talk about his story from back 2019. We just him and his sister. He handling the particle part, and his sister is research of the part. But this story, it's sparked for the something is big.
طبعا في حاجة صارت ما قدرنا من خلالها نكمل هذه الشركة، اللي هي جائحة كورونا في 2019 إلين 2022. ولكن نحن كان معنا إيمان بالفكرة أن هذه الفكرة ما فكرة عادية، بالعكس نحن بنستمر وبنكمل على هذه الفكرة. فاستمرينا في البحث من 2019 إلين 2024، وهي كانت انطلاقة شركة قشور.
What mean is sparked is something big. He say is the in 2020 is the COVID hit, is close everything. But we decide this idea and can not is stop it.
طبعا بمساعدة من الجامعة ونادي الابتكار قدرنا نحن نسجل هذه الشركة في إنجاز عمان. فبدأنا من إنجاز عمان واستمرينا إلين ما وصلنا إلى الآن.
The first step and the important step for me and for Anwar is in step for the Injaz Oman. We get the support from the university and innovation club. Lillah alhamd. This step is come to the big story.
طبعا هنا بدأت انطلاقتنا. خلونا أخبركم نبذة عن شركة قشور. وهذه الشركة وش تنتج؟ نحن كشركة قشور نحول قشور الكائنات البحرية التي يتم هدرها أكثر من 400 ألف طن سنويا في عمان، وأكثر من 8 مليار طن في الوطن العربي. هذه القشور يتم رميها في المرادم، ولكن نحن بدورنا كشركة قشور بناخذ هذه القشور بنحولها إلى مادة.
Our Qashur company is come from the research part, but this research about the seashells for the in Oman only. The shocking is the more than 400 of the seashells, and in the world, the Arab world is more than 8 billions. But transforming this seashells in the called this material is ketozan, but I am calling for this material is the white gold.
طبعا حولنا هذه القشور إلى مادة اسمها الكيتوزان. هذه المادة عبارة عن بودرة بيضاء تصنف صنف من أصناف البايوبلاستيك. تستعمل هذه المادة في أكثر من 12 قطاع وأكثر من 3000 منتج سواء مباشر أو غير مباشر.
And this what I mean is the materials ketozan is white gold, because this material is interior to more than 12 major and more than 300 products.
طبعا واجهنا كثير تحديات في بدايتنا لمسيرة شركة قشور. من ضمن هذه التحديات وأهمها كيف نقدر ننتج المادة بجودة عالية وبسرعة. وفضل من الجامعة وفضل من دكتور نادر كان له الفضل الأكبر أنه وصل رسالتنا إلى التقنية العليا وأتاحوا لنا مختبراتهم وقدرنا نحن ننتج هذه المادة بأسرع وقت.
The first big challenge be how to produce the high quality for the ketozan in the less time. But لله الحمد, we get the support from university specific for Dr. Nader. Thank you, Dr. Nader. They send the message to lab in UTAS Muscat.
طبعا ثاني تحدي واجهناه وهو التحدي تقريبا اللي يشمل اكثر المشاريع اللي باديه الحين، اللي هو الدعم المادي. طبعا جزاهم الله خير الجامعه، كان لهم دور وفضل كبير انهم يساهموا ايضا في هذا الدعم، وايضا لا ننسى دعم محافظ شمال الباطنه، كان ايضا له الدافع والدور انه يدعمنا دعما مادي، وكملنا مشوارنا وقدرنا نفحص الماده ونطور فيها.
The second challenge is the money. We need the money to test and develop the tools, analysis, and also. But again, ولله الحمد, we get the support from university and the office of governor.
الحين خلوني اخبركم عن بعض من الانجازات اللي حققتها هذه الشركه. مثل ما شايفين، اهم انجاز اللي هو في بدايه مسيرتنا نحن شاركنا في انجاز عمان، وفزنا كافضل شركه على مستوى السلطنه، منافسه اكثر من 330 شركه. وفزنا ولله الحمد على افضل شركه على مستوى السلطنه، كانت جائزه انجاز عمان. ومن بعدها فزنا بجائزه الاجاده الشبابيه بتكريم من صاحب السمو السيد ذي اليزن ال سعيد. وايضا والإنجاز اللي يعتبر جديد من نوعه اللي هو إنجاز العرب، فزنا كأفضل شركة على مستوى الوطن العربي بمنافسة أكثر من 12 دولة. هذا كان الإنجازات اللي حققناها في شركة قشور.
Our achievements, I am so proud of this. We get 3 يعني yeah. Is the one of this is the إنجاز العرب and إنجاز عمان, the best company in 2025, and the youth of the environmental from the اليزن.
في الختام أحب أوصل رسالة إلى الجميع اللي موجودين هنا. طبعا لا تستهينوا بأي فكرة أو أي مخلف، سألوا نفسكم سؤال: هل هذا المخلف في النهاية له قيمة أو حاجة؟ فهذه رسالة اللي حاب أوصلها للجميع، وأنتم وجودكم اليوم هنا له قصة نجاح، ولكن يحتاج فقط البداية. وأتمنى لكم التوفيق. وأيضا حبيت أشكر كل الموجودين والحضور، وحبيت أشكر الدكتور أحمد والدكتورة كوثر والمشرفين على هذا المشروع اللي هم أستاذ خليفة. فأحب أشكر الحضور، وأيضا ما ننسى فريق العمل، لولاهم هذه الشركة ما بتطلع، فلهم الدور والدافع الأكبر أن تطلع هذه الشركة. جزاكم الله خير.
Inspiring talk. We now continue with the next inspiring voice in our step talk, Voices of Change series. Our second speaker brings a remarkable story of dedication, innovation, and real-world impact. A journey that reflects how determination and passion can lead to meaningful contributions in the field of sustainability and beyond. Please join me in welcoming Engineer Mohammed Al Farsi to share his insights and experience with us. Let's give him a warm round of applause.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First of all, I'm very honored and privileged to be invited to UTAS for the first time and to be part of the STEP 2025 for the sustainability. Apologies for the long title. You can just call me. Again, for the job title, you can call me the waste guy. I'll just talk about my expertise, which is the waste management in Duqm. I've been working in CZAD which is a special economic zone at Duqm, for about 7 years now, closing on the 8th. And I'm really honored, but I have a responsibility, as so my colleagues here, to bridge the gap between academia and the practical world. From what I have seen with the projects, students are really ambitious here, and we can see that they're already considering using future technologies in sustaining the environment around us and taking it to the next generation. So part of my responsibility here to tell you about what's happening on the practical side or on the real world. Maybe focus in a small bit in the challenges that we face in the waste management section in Duqm. The main challenge is that Duqm is still far away from the clusters of the industries in the upper north side of Oman, Sahar and Muscat, and also in the southern regions in Salalah. So when you consider taking the waste from Duqm to these areas, which is now, let's be honest, these are the centers of waste management, the cost of transportation will kill any chance of making it feasible for these companies to find a sustainable way for reusing or recycling the materials. So it just goes to dumping, which is the most practical application for now. We need not to forget that in the companies, money is key. Like companies need to make money to sustain. So all the projects or the ideas have to be sustainable. This is why I am urging the faculty and the professors to instruct their students not to only think about ideas from the future or what is the latest technology you can use in your project just to graduate, but rather to study a bit about the feasibility of these projects, maybe the scalability of the projects. And as engineer Badr already alluded here, that we mentioned, he mentioned that we noticed a lot of projects here are using new technologies, and they are in Nama, they are already using some technologies from the future. So there is a chance that your projects can be recruited by the big companies. But first you need to sit with them or understand what are the demands of these projects, the big companies, what are the types of waste, what are the challenges they face, and then maybe cater your projects towards solving these problems. So not only you get to graduate, but sometimes you get to secure a big contract in these companies that can change your future. And if I can speak about other points in Duqm, now we have a lot of good examples. Let's say OQ8, and we have our friends also here from OQ. They are making huge leaps in the sustainability. The other part of sustainability, I talked about the waste management and the waste recycling, which is more related to the central or circular economy. But the most effective practice of sustainability right now, what's happening in Oman, is the energy efficiency route. This is where OQ is taking a big leap. Like between 2023 and 2024, they cut the use of fuel to about 50% in OQ8. And I'm pretty sure OQ is also in all of its industries taking big steps, and they are taking responsibility. Another companies in Duqm and also in some parts of Oman are doing a lot of energy audit, and they're implementing renewable resources to sustain their operations, where to make it, let's say, a hybrid system. We can still rely on the grid, but you cut the cost and you use less of the fossil fuels. So at the end, my message again to emphasis is not only think about what is the ideal idea of the project, but rather what can be implemented in the next maybe 5 or 10 years. And you need to be really close with the industries, more so than these types of gatherings. And also I urge the college again to take its students to some of the great examples of the industries here in Oman. Thank you again. It was an honor and a pleasure. And if you have any questions, I would be happy to answer. No questions? Thank you. شكرا جزيلا.
We now move to the ceremony of recognition, a moment to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the individuals and organizations who have contributed immensely to the success of this event. I would like to invite our guest of honor, Engineer Mohammed Al-Makhmari and Dr. Moza Al-Shahi, Deputy of the Assistant Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs of UTAS Chinas, and Dr. Nader Shibli to the stage to present tokens of appreciation. First, we would like to take a moment to express our heartfelt appreciations to the sponsors of STEP 2025, whose generous support and partnership have played a vital role in making this event success. Our platinum sponsor, Namaa for Water Services. And now, our golden sponsor, Chinas Port. We now move to today's event evaluators. First, University Project Evaluators, Engineer Abdullah Al-Ghaithi. Engineer Abdullah Ahmed Al-Rahali. Engineer Ali Saeed Al-Ma'wali. Engineer Khalil Ali Al-Amri. Engineer علي محمد الوشاحي. And now, the school project evaluators. Dr. Yahya Salim Sahel Al-Jabri. Mr. Rashid Hassan Saif Al-Hamidi. Mr. Umar Ahmed Muhammad Al-Rubai. The case challenge evaluators. Mr. Uthman Muhammad Al-Ma'mari. Dr. Joseph. Mr. Aaron. We now move to the participants of the panel discussion. Engineer Badr Saoud Al-Ma'wali. Professor Raja Mohan. Mr. Saeed Muhammad Al-Amri. Ms. Maha Khalifa Al-Umairi. And the moderators for the panel discussion, Mr. Abdullah Al-Belushi. Ms. Maryam Al-Ghaithi. And now, the speakers of the STEP talk. Engineer Anwar Al-Baymani. Engineer Muhammad Al-Farsi. We now move to the winners of today's event. First, the winners of the case challenge. Group C and the members, Dr. Muhammad Khalifa Al-Alawi, Hanadi Al-Ma'mari, Hafsa Hilal Al-Maskari. We now move to the winners of the Best School Project. The second place, Jisr from Al-Batna School. And in the first place, Lemon Diesel from Wadi Bani Amr School. We shall now announce the winners of the Best University Project. In the third place, Aquaponic Tower Sustainable Food Production System from UTAS Chinas. In the second place, Sustainable waste management, turn waste into value, from UTAS Salalah. I shall now announce the grand prize to the first winner. Sustainable MFC paste biosensor for real-time water quality monitoring and water waste management from the National University of Science and Technology. I would like for Dr. Maza Shahi and Dr. Nader Shibli to stay on stage to present a memento to our guest of honor, Engineer Mohammed Al-Makhmari, appreciating to his presence and continued support for this event. As we conclude Step 2025, we celebrate a day of learning, innovation, and collaboration. Together, we have seen how education, industry, and youth can unite to shape a sustainable future for engineering. Our sincere thanks to chief guests, dignitaries, speakers, partners, and participants for making this event success, and your enthusiasm truly reflects our theme, bridging generation to build tomorrow's engineers. Let us carry forward the spirit of sustainability and teamwork beyond today. Thank you all, and we look forward to meeting you again in the next edition of STEP.
Attention please. أرجو من المراكز الأولى فئة الجامعات والمدارس الفائزين في معرض المشاريع والفائزين بالكيس تشالنج إنهم يظلوا لفترة في المسرح عشان نوزع عليهم شهادات الفوز.
يجسده العقل البشري. في لحظة أدركنا عمن يقول: نحن طاقات مشتعلة تعتنق البحث والاستكشاف. هنا نبدأ فصلا جديدا من الإمكانات، نتعلم وننمو معا. هنا جامعة التقنية والعلوم التطبيقية. مؤسسة تتيح للمنتسبين الوحدة والتمكين والتطور واستدامة التعلم بطرق عصرية ومسارات واعية. لتبحر بخيالك وترتقي لمراحل متقدمة في العلم والعمل. في أرجاء عمان تتوزع فروع جامعة التقنية والعلوم التطبيقية تماشياً مع رؤية عمان 2040 لتلبي احتياجات سوق العمل بتنوع برامجها وتخصصاتها المطروحة. عصر جديد يملك للتقنيات والمعلومات حلولا لا تحصى، بدأ فيه أولئك الشغوفون باكتشاف معالمه وخباياه. وبين اليوم والأمس نكتشف تفاصيلا دقيقة وعناصر تمكننا من عيش حياة صحية بشكل أفضل، نكتسبها بالبحث والتجربة. ولنملأ الفراغ لا بد لنا من هندسة تنمي وجه الحقيقة. هنا نتعلم ما الذي يحرك العالم وينهض به في وجه الحضارة. أشكالنا تعبر عن حماسنا. هنا نكتسب تشكيل التعبير الثقافي من تراث وهوية المجتمع. الصناعات الإبداعية بتخصصاتها المميزة وسيلة تترجم وترفع من أصواتنا في كل الأنحاء. نواصل مضينا للأمام نحو تيار لا بد له من توجيه يلقيه في الصدى ويفتح له من الفرص الكثير.